Guys, this is Shanta with Creating Beauty, and showcasing Mineral Magic Cosmetics today. And I am doing, as you can tell, not an everyday kind of wear, and I really didn't know what I was doing or what I was going for, but I knew what kind of colors I wanted to incorporate. Some of the nice colors that are popular for spring 2000, or not spring, but summer 2010. So if you'd like to see how I did this look with Mineral Magic Cosmetics, then please stay tuned. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm doing today, but I know what kind of colors I want to work with. But I'm going to start off with a base, and this is Mineral Magic Cosmetics Mineral Eyeliner in white. And it's a nice soft pencil, but it's not too greasy. You just kind of want to sketch that along your eye. Kind of sloppily, obviously. It's just a base. And then use your clean finger and just get a nice, even, thin layer. And now I'm taking Seaside, which is a nice kind of seafoam green, to be honest. It's kind of tealy, greeny, more green than teal. And using a fluffy, kind of dense still, and kind of flat as well, brush. Picking that up. And to get the intensity that I want, spraying it with some water. And just really going for it. It's looking very unattractive right now, but I'm hoping I can sculpt it into something. Keep our fingers crossed. And this is going to take some time. And it's just regular water. But basically I'm putting most of the pigmentation at the lash line. And I'm bringing it up. Rotating the brush to fit around my orbital bone, because that's where I want the most intensity of color. As it starts to dry, I'm fading it up and out. Also putting some underneath, kind of like a cloud of color, just to kind of map out the area. And following your outer corner, we're going to bring it out, flick it up in the direction you want it to go. Also use my brow as a guide as the angle that I wanted it down. Now I'm taking Delilah, which is a nice soft green. It has some pearl to it as well. And using this to soften the edges. Mainly as a brow highlight, but I decided to kind of go with that tie-dye effect of just softening all the edges all the way around. I am using this dry as well. And I want a little bit more depth and edge to it, so I'm taking Goth Guy. And it's really it's a deep green, but it has some green pearl to it. It's like a deep olive green with green pearl. So starting with a pointed blending brush, right into the inner corner, just right where the tear duct is. And making gentle movements, just sweeping up. Into the brow bone slightly. And just going out. I'm not going back and forth. I'm just kind of guiding where I want the color to go, kind of washing it on there without blending. And now I'm taking some of that Goth Guy again with the angle brush. I'm going to run that through my brows. Just so it kind of all ties in together. More intense in the inner corner. Inner brow area. And then blend it out. I did extend my natural brow just slightly. Took some more of that Delilah right there at the brow just to kind of soften the edge of Goth Guy on both the brow and the crease, and softening this edge as well. Then I'm taking Mineral Magic's eyeliner in black and hitting that along the waterline for that edge, more of an edginess. Also to really make that green, or the greens, the greens we're using, sorry about that, just really pop. And then we can emphasize this lower corner a little bit more because we have so much going in this upper left-hand corner. I'm just going to try to balance it out a little bit. Just a somewhat dense, it's a concealer brush. Just kind of fade that around ever so gently. So one of the key things I think is important for this look, since it's so like, I don't even know if it's avant-garde, but it's just such an extreme eye look, you want to have perfected skin. So I'm going to go ahead with a medium to full coverage foundation, a liquid one, and using a dense dual fiber brush to perfect it. And I've already perfected around most of the areas, and now I'm going to gently blend that up around the eye area. And I'm wiping my brush off in between, just in the event that there's foundation, or if any of the green eyeshadow translate onto the brush as I'm trying to blend those areas. And I'm grabbing a little bit at a time, slowly working my way up. Kind of stippling and then gently blending. I'm barely touching my skin. But I still want this like faded effect. But it's going to really help clean up that area. Also like the size of this brush, because it'll get me right into all the little nooks and crannies. And just really help fade for that tie-dyed effect. Now I'm taking the brush without any foundation on and just really blending these edges. And just kind of taking the side of the brush and just softly blending it. Blending it in soft circular motions, just so we get a nice fade. It always looks crazy, the eyeshadow anyway, when you don't do your foundation first, before you actually start correcting or cleaning up with the foundation. It can look quite crazy. And now I'm taking Mandarin. It's a shimmery orange, peachy orange, kind of corally too. And using a 187 dual fiber brush, I'm stippling on the outer corners. I like to have more intensity here, especially if I'm going to have a bold eye. I like to bring more of the color towards the outer side of the face and bringing that down. And now I'm taking the Karessable Buffer, which is great for just giving a really great final blend to any product really. And now I'm taking Tickle. It's a very nice, very fine glitter, and I put it on this side and it just gives a little bit of iridescence and slight sparkle. And with the same brush, just kind of tapping that around that orbital bone. I'm not going to do too much blending because I'm not sure if this glitter will blend into a pigment, but I'm just kind of tapping it over the orange. It'll kind of soften it and kind of give it that nice little glow as well.